Hi guys, so we're on part 2 of religious community and religious life. So go ahead and take out your religion notebook and let's continue where we left off in part 1. So this is part 2. So we're going to write down our objective. I can give an example of a person who lives a religious life. Go ahead and say it out loud. I can give an example of a person who lives a religious life. So just a reminder, whenever you see that hand pen tool on the screen, that is, it indicates for you to write this down in your notebook. So let's go. So just a quick review about our first video. Religious community is a group of men and women who decide to join a religious community in order to consecrate their lives to God as a way to seek holiness. And remember, consecrate means to set aside, to devote it for a holy purpose. So these groups of men and women give everything else and run their life to live solely for God and to seek holiness. So let's go back to our profile cards. So this is the Missionaries of Charity. This is a religious group. The founder was Mother Teresa, and her motto was "I thirst." And the motto is that summarize that Mother Teresa's experience with God as He thirsts for us, and we thirst for Him. The type is a religious institute of the Pontifical Right. Her habit, they usually wear a white sari with blue borders. And the characteristics of spirituality means universal love, to be in union with Jesus, Our Lady's presence, radiating Christ, and the mystery of Jesus in the person of the needy. So they focus mostly on helping poor people and how Jesus is presented in them. Other branches in the order, we have Missionaries of Charity Brothers, Contemplative Brothers and Sisters, and Missionaries of Charity Priests. So there's also the priest version for this and the brothers and sisters who are not quite priests, but they want to live that religious life and religious community. Next, we have the Franciscans. Their founder is St. Francis of Assisi. His motto is peace and the good. In Latin, it's pax et bon. And their type means they're a Medican religious order. Their habit usually seen in gray or black conventional Franciscan brown or cappuccinis. Their suit is completely brown, and we often see them still dressed this way today. Characteristics of spirituality is living the gospel, following Jesus Christ, poverty, and fraternity. So they do a vow of poverty and they give everything else up to follow Jesus. Noble saints who were Franciscans is St. Anthony of Padua, St. Bonaventure, St. Clare of Assisi, St. Pio, and St. Maximilian Kolbe. We also have the Carmelites. The founder is they began the community of hermits in Mount Carmel, Palestine, inspired by the prophet Elijah. The rule was approved by the innocent Pope the Sixth in 1247. The motto, with the zeal I have been zealous for the Lord of God of hosts. Characteristics of spirituality is contemplation and prayer, marrying the prophet Elijah as models, and service. We see them wearing their brown habit with the white cloak around them. Notable saints of the Carmelites is Saint Teresa of Avila, Saint John of the Cross, Saint Teresa of Lisieux, and Saint Edith Stein. So we're talking about specifically religious community, but there are also people who live a religious life who are not in the community that has consecrate their life completely towards God, such as the priest, a sister, and nun. But they are a religious life, such as like the lay people or the laity. These are other people who are in part of the community of the church, who will help the church, such as a server, a musician, a youth minister, a deacon, a lector, an altar server. All these people are part of the religious life who help the church. Now, I'm going to be posting this video additionally in Canvas. I hope you enjoy it. And it's about being a sister and joining a convent. Go ahead and check Seesaw for any additional assignments and posts.